Studio 31.
A nice first half of the Halloween weekend is on the way, but we will be dealing with some rain showers Sunday into Monday. Could see a few storms as well. We'll break down the full details coming up on News at Noon.
Four-time Emmy Award winner, five-time Anchor of the Year, the best at protecting you from severe weather. ABC 36 is proud to welcome back to the Bluegrass Chief Meteorologist T.J. Shuck. Weeknights on ABC 36.
It's great to be back home.
When it's high noon in Lexington and Central Kentucky, it's time for ABC 36 News at Noon.
ABC 36 News at Noon with Doug and Lyssa High starts now.
Hey folks, welcome into News at Noon. I'm Doug High.
And I'm Lyssa High, and we are finally to the weekend. Isn't it nice? Doesn't it feel good?
Oh my goodness, yes. I woke up this morning and for some reason I was thinking Thursday. I don't know why.
Oh gosh, don't do that to us.
I didn't want to do a repeat of Thursday for any reason. But
yeah.
Thank goodness it's Friday. We've got a lot to talk about. That all-important forecast coming up with Dylan just ahead. We also have Annie Brown in studio with an update on an early morning shooting.
Yeah, that's right. And the Secretary of State is reporting voter registration is up over the past month. So that's good news.
Yep, we've got trick-or-treat times for the area. That'll be coming up as well. We also have our good friend Dr. Carver in the studio today.
She is here. Yeah, she always brings good vibes, good mojo to our show.
That's right. Life hacks, I like to call them, of the mind.
Yeah.
She's talking about Dharma today, and the only Dharma I know is that great late 90s comedy Dharma and Greg right here on ABC 36. But there's also a deeper meaning behind Dharma.
Yes, and we're going to find out more about that.
Absolutely.
But first, Dylan, he is here with our weather for the weekend for all those little trick-or-treaters out there and the parents that are going to be walking along with them.
Yes, how do we dress? What do we do, Dylan? Help us.
Help us.
Well, we have some great weather today, that's for sure. Today, tomorrow, and then the rain moves in later portions of the weekend. Right now, though, today is a go day, so make sure you are going out, enjoying the nice weather for your Friday. We have some upper-level clouds out there, but really it's just some filtered sunshine. That's pretty much all you're seeing out there right now. 61 degrees with a light southerly wind at 5 miles per hour. That southerly wind is a bit of a surprise. I was expecting more of an easterly wind today, so I think that's bumped up our temperature a tad here in Lexington, already up to 61. Elsewhere, though, where we're seeing more of that easterly wind, got the upper 50s, 59 into Moorhead, Richmond, 55 in Danville, and 59 for our friends in Frankfort. Max HD radar and satellite, seeing the clouds starting to fade, still dealing with some of the upper level clouds. But outside of that, again, no weather concerns for your Friday. And as you head over the next 36 hours, we're going to dip down into the low 40s once again tonight. So another chilly overnight. Some more clouds start to build in for your Saturday, but those temperatures going to climb even a few degrees warmer than what we reached today. And then the rain moves in as you head into Sunday morning, lasting through your Halloween Monday. We'll break down the timing of that rain coming up in your full forecast.
Okay, standing by for that full forecast, Dylan. Appreciate you. Well, we are going to begin this afternoon with developing news out of Lexington. Police investigating yet another shooting that happened overnight.
Our Annie Brown joins us in studio with an update. Annie?
Yeah, Lexington police are still investigating the circumstances surrounding an early morning shooting. Lexington police tell us they received calls for shots fired just a little before 3 a.m. at an apartment complex on North Locust Hill Drive. When they got there, officers found a man suffering from a gunshot wound to his lower leg. The victim was transported to a nearby hospital and treated for what police are calling non-life-threatening injuries. Investigators say the suspect fled the scene before officers arrived, and police are still trying to sort out the events that led up to the shooting and locate that suspect. Police say if you or anyone you know has any information, you're asked to reach out to the Lexington Police Department or submit an anonymous tip online through Bluegrass Crime Stoppers. For now, I'm Annie Brown, ABC 36 News.
Okay, Annie, appreciate that update. Ahead of Election Day and in-person absentee voting, which began Wednesday, Kentucky's Secretary of State Michael Adams announcing today voting registration has doubled this month since its last surge in August.
The Secretary of State reporting from September 1st through October 11th, there were more than 22,000 registrations, resulting in more than 16,000 new voters. Keep in mind, a little more than 6,000 voters were removed during this time due to death, moving out of state, or incarceration, among other reasons.
Now, those who registered Republicans make up 45.4% of the electorate here in Kentucky, while Democrats make up 44.8%.
The Secretary of State saying in a statement, quote, "These are the strongest voter registration numbers since the fall of 2020, when a record 2 million Kentuckians voted." As a reminder, Election Day is November 8th.
Families shaken after a loaded handgun was found in a student's bag at Henry Clay High School yesterday. Fayette County Public Schools saying the school is operating as normal today.
Some parents of the Henry Clay High School students spoke to the Fayette County School Board last night, telling the district that they feel dismissed by how the school is handling the situation. FCPS says it has a 10-step safety plan that worked Thursday, but some parents don't feel the same way.
It fails right now when I hear dismissive statements that it's natural for us all to go to the extreme and think about the worst case.
We are an organization committed to continuous improvement, and so we're looking at all of the things that have occurred today and all of the things that possibly have led to what occurred today, and ensuring that we are going to continue to improve if we find that there's holes in some of our systems.
Fayette County Public Schools says Thursday is a success for the safety plan and that the intentionality on building trust and forming relationships with the students is what led to the gun being found before it was too late. However, for those who want to see change, now may be the time, as Ligon says. The committee that originally drafted the safety plan 5 years ago is planning to reconvene soon.
Well, police had to be called to another Central Kentucky high school yesterday. The Jessamine Journal reporting that Nicholasville PD responded to a reported threat at East Jessamine High.
According to the Journal, a letter from the principal was sent out to East Jessamine High parents and caregivers, notifying them of the incident. The letter says a written threat was discovered on the wall of a bathroom stall in the school building. The school says it followed its safety protocol, and students remained in their classroom throughout the end of the class period until the threat was identified and cleared by Nicholasville police. Well, looking ahead to the weekend, the Lexington Police Department hosting a prescription take-back event tomorrow.
The department is partnering with the Drug Enforcement Administration. It's part of a National Drug Take-Back Day. Lexington police say anyone can come to the event, which is from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. tomorrow at the Kentucky American Water location at 2300 Richmond Road. Accepted items include prescription and over-the-counter pills, vitamins, pet medication, and medicated ointments.
Well, Halloween falls on a Monday this year, which can make it a little tricky, remembering when your city or your county is planning trick-or-treat. That's why ABC36, your friends here, we've compiled a list of trick-or-treat times across the area.
And if you're planning on making that trip down to the neighbors for the kids trick-or-treating, this weekend you can find the full list of trick-or-treat times in Central Kentucky on the ABC36 website. Just click on this story at WTVQ.com.
Soon we'll see them.
Yes, we will.
All the kiddos. Well, coming up after the break, we've got a full look at that forecast and the all-important weekend forecast with Dylan.
That's right. Plus, the family of a Nicholasville man shot and killed by police over the weekend sits down for an exclusive interview. Stay with us.
Good morning, Kentucky. Excuse me, good afternoon, Kentucky. Come on, I'm almost on my mind's already on the weekend. We're almost there here, folks. A live look at Lexington on our Bluegrass Care Navigator Skyview. We are dealing with, again, some filtered sunshine out there, but a very nice day. Temperatures are continuing to climb, and that's going to lead to a really beautiful end to your week. Today, we're going to see those temperatures reaching the upper 60s. Tomorrow, we're going to make a run at 70, and then we are going to be tracking some late weekend rainfall. That's likely heavy at times Sunday. Some lighter rain showers as you head into your Halloween day on Monday, but then also some warmer conditions on the way as you head into next week. Middle of next week could be making a run at the mid-70s. For today and right now, 61 in Lexington, Richmond, 61 down towards Somerset, London, 62 right now in the Jackson area. Max issue radar and satellite showing that cloud cover moving off towards the east. And there's a weak upper level system, just a little bit of energy that's passing just to our north and our east. But what our eyes are on is a pretty strong system out towards Texas, bringing some heavy rain, some stronger storms to the east coast there of Texas, there near Houston. Also, as you head down towards Corpus Christi, dealing with some stronger storms today. This system will gradually gradually start to move off towards the north and the east. We'll time that out for you in just a moment. But for your day today, again, few clouds possible out there. Really just great conditions. Temperatures reaching the upper 60s. As you head into tomorrow morning, lows falling into the low to mid 40s. And then we start to see that cloud cover inching on in. There's that system. It'll slowly start to make its way off towards the north and the east. It's moving pretty slow at first because of this high pressure system off towards the north and the east, kind of helping block that system originally. But as you head into late Saturday night and Sunday, that starts to break down, and that allows that system's moisture to work its way into the region. Starting Sunday morning, likely multiple rounds of the scattered showers and thunderstorms during the day on Sunday. We start to see things lighten up by Monday morning, but we're still going to be dealing with rounds of light to moderate rain showers during the day on Monday before the system finally kicks on out of here as you head into Tuesday morning. Again, rainfall totals aren't going to be too impressive, but it's enough to make a little bit of a difference in the drought that we are seeing out here across the region. So a ½ inch to an inch of rain, not a whole lot, doesn't sound like a whole lot, but it's enough to make a little bit of an impact on that drought that we are experiencing. Now, we are expecting warmer than normal conditions as you head into later portions of next week. This is November 2nd, which is next Wednesday through next weekend. And look at that. Those temperatures around the region are expected to be warmer than normal. About as 80 to a 90% chance that we are dealing with those type of conditions here. For your day today, though, 68 with the filtered sunshine on this go day to close out your work week. 42 degrees tonight, mostly clear. And again, those clear skies are going to allow for those chilly conditions to settle on in. There's a look at that 7-day forecast. Your Sunday features scattered rain showers before things start to clear on up late Monday night into Tuesday.
All right, Dylan, appreciate it. Well, loved ones of Desmond LeDuc, the young man shot and killed by Nicholasville police Saturday, are speaking on camera for the first time. It comes after the department released another statement Thursday, a statement the family says is false.
They also say more training is needed for officers who respond to mental health situations. Erica Bivens sits down with LeDuc's family in this ABC36 News exclusive.
I wish that I'd never called the police. I wish that I would have just called him first until I could get there.
A call for help, something Melissa Marks will never forget last Saturday after Desmond LeDuc's girlfriend called her, saying he had a gun and was threatening to commit suicide.
It's like, I'm almost an hour away. I'm in Richmond right now. I'm leaving right now. I was like, but I'm on my way.
It's a call she never would have made if she was here.
Then they were outside pointing the guns and stuff at him. By that time, I'd got there, and he said he didn't want to talk to anybody else but me.
LeDuc's aunt, Marks, also had custody of him after his mother passed away and thought of him like a son. But that Saturday afternoon, Nicholasville police responded to Green Street shortly after LeDuc's brother.
When I first got there, the officer said they seen Desmond through the door, through the windows. And they were like, hey, man, can we talk to you? And he just waved by. He wouldn't say nothing to him. Just waved by and walked away.
Family members say they weren't allowed to go inside the home to talk to the 22-year-old who was alone. Instead, they communicated by phone with negotiators.
He was getting agitated on the phone, and he'd hang up. And the negotiator was like, oh, it's okay. We go through this for 3 days at a time. We'll stay out here as long as we need to. And as soon as I got up, the negotiator walked to the back. They shot him.
Nicholasville police issuing a statement that says when officers arrived, the department, quote, immediately activated its special response team and crisis negotiation team, which consists of 2 negotiators who have been specially trained in working with individuals experiencing mental health issues. The statement goes on to say officers were confronted by an armed individual. The crisis team promptly began negotiations. Unfortunately, after more than 2 hours, the situation deteriorated and resulted in the loss of life. The family reading the full statement for the first time during our interview.
Kind of hard to be confronted by somebody that you're not even around.
It stayed in the house.
Mark says LeDuc was shot through the window. The family still trying to understand those final moments and what caused police to shoot.
It's a dangerous job. I have much respect for the police. But in this situation, you were here to help somebody.
While Kentucky State Police continues its investigation, Marks waits for an answer.
I don't want the next mom to have to watch her baby get shot and die and drug out of my house because she called for help.
In Nicholasville, Erica Bivens, ABC36 News.
You're watching News at Noon with Doug and Lyssa High with meteorologist Dylan Godet on ABC36.
Hey friends, welcome back. Here's a big question for you. Are you living out your life's purpose?
Maybe.
If not, how do you make sure you are fulfilling your purpose and adding value to the world with your gifts and your talents? Boy, this is putting us on the spot here, right?
Shoot. All right. Well, Dr. Melissa Carver, author and mindset practitioner, joins us again here in studio to explain what our Dharma is. Thanks for being back, Dr. Carver.
Hello. Thanks y'all for having me.
I was wrong, right? It's not Dharma and Greg from the late 90s.
No, okay.
This is a different Dharma.
Yeah.
I wonder if that Dharma was living her Dharma.
Well,
maybe.
It's a good
I
question.
Don't know. Jennifer Elfman.
We'll
Maybe
we
need to,
go back to the late 90s and figure that out.
Exactly. But let's talk about, first of all, what exactly is Dharma? Because I have to admit, I did not know what this was at all. So, interesting topic.
It is. So, it's a Sanskrit word that basically means loosely living your life's purpose, but also your life's duty. It's not just your purpose, it is your whole soul duty of being on this planet. So yeah, it's a little bit heavy.
My goodness, yeah.
I'm like sitting here, wow, like am I doing that? I don't know.
That's tough because I mean, there's being happy with your life, but then are you actually doing what you're meant to do, putting the goodness back into the world you're supposed to?
Right. And I think
how do you get there, Dr.
I think that whole being happy thing is a clue because you might be happy, but then you keep feeling something like, there's got to be more than this. There's something missing.
Yes.
Why am I not fulfilled? I may be successful, but I still don't feel happy or complete.
Okay.
So that's a big clue.
So that's one of the ways that we can find our purpose, I guess. Is that right? Are there other ways?
Absolutely.
What do we need to do?
Well, thinking about no matter where I put you, what are you talking about? What are the conversations? Where are your interests? It's always been there. It's at your core. It's who you are. It's who you arrived here as. So are you expressing that to the world?
Wow. Well, I talk a lot about food. Should I have been a chef? I don't know.
Food is important.
And maybe that's the conduit. I mean, because that's really the key, right? Finding your happiness, finding a way to channel that into something positive to give back.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And we can be giving back no matter where we are. So often people think that, oh, let's just use a factory, for example, on the assembly line. You know, it's very mundane. You're doing the same thing over and over. And they feel maybe they're not fulfilling their Dharma. But are you? You're right here where you need to be. The person next to you needs to hear the positiveness that's coming out of your mouth.
Right.
We never really know what that other person is getting from us that it's just normal for us.
Right.
And this word's derived from Hindu. We were talking about this earlier. But yet it has such a strong feel of multiple religions kind of wrapped into one, you know?
Right.
Is that fair to say?
Absolutely, yes, absolutely. It's universal.
My goodness. So what do you say to patients that say, look, you know, maybe I'm not fulfilled in my job, but I'm taking care of my family, I'm living the best life I can, but I'm still looking for that missing element. Where do folks go from that point?
Inward.
Okay.
It's always inward. It's always been there. You have the answer. No one else can give you the answer. I can help guide someone to that answer. We can kind of dissect the mind and what's been going on, but I can't tell anyone what their Dharma is.
Does it take a huge change in their life, or sometimes is it just a little tweaking in their lives?
Sometimes it's definitely just tweaking. They think it's going to be huge.
Yeah.
Because it feels huge.
Yeah.
But it's not. Being that stay-at-home mom, so often they may have just a stereotype about that word or what that means as a title. But those children are everything. What are those children going to continue to put out into the world for the rest of their life?
That's right.
That's right.
You provide a well-adjusted home there, and these kids are on the first mission to Mars.
Right, that ripple effect
changing
is,
the world, right?
Exactly.
Very, very good. Dr. Carver, we really appreciate this. And this is a lot to think about as we go into the weekend here. How can folks get in touch with you so that you can help them on so many of these journeys that we talk about with you?
It's easy peasy, drmelissacarver.com and all social media.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate it,
as
usual.
Once again. All right, folks, we're back in just a second. Stick around for us, please.
Explore, compare, and find your car at mancars.com. Man, what a deal.
You're watching News at Noon with Doug and Lyssa High with meteorologist Dylan Goday on ABC 36.
Hey, friends, welcome back. We've got some news at noon, high noon talkers for you now.
Let's get to it.
Just in time for Halloween, Friday, October 28th. Today is National Chocolate Day.
My favorite day.
I already celebrated. I already knocked back a Hershey bar just before we came out here.
Did you really?
Well, Jerry May, our chief engineer, mentioned that Hershey bars are back in the vending machine in my honor.
That's
So
very
I had to-
sweet
I
of
had
Jerry
to go
May.
back
Look
there
at him.
and take care of business because it is National Chocolate Day.
It is. Well, you know, I opened one of the drawers in our kitchen and I had hidden a couple of those 100 grand bars in there. They're my favorite. Nobody else in the family likes them but me, so I was like, yeah.
Good for you.
Well, chocolate comes from fermented and roasted cacao seeds found in Mexico and Central and South America. Chocolate has many different iterations, including unsweet, milk, white, and dark.
Gotta go with the
What's
milk
your
chocolate.
favorite?
The milk chocolate. Yeah.
And you can eat it or drink it.
Yep.
We like to drink it a lot, actually.
Do that too, you bet.
Celebrate today by indulging in your favorite chocolate treats like Mr. High.
Shall we just roam about the city looking for different chocolate options?
Why don't you stand on the corner with a little sign and saying, indulge me with chocolate.
Do it however you feel is right, but it is National Chocolate Day, so feel good in celebrating that. Don't let anybody tell you different.
That's right, that's right. Well, it's a big weekend. I know a lot of us are going to be indulging in chocolate, so be safe out there with your kiddos and have a great weekend, okay?
Appreciate y'all.
Bye.